In the annals of macabre history, few tales are as unsettling as that of Carl Tanzler, a man whose obsession transcended the boundaries of life and death. This is not a work of fiction, but a harrowing true story that blurs the lines between love and madness. In 1930, Carl Tanzler, a German-born radiology technician, was working at the Marine Hospital in Key West. A man of peculiar interests, Tanzler claimed to have visions of a dark-haired woman who he believed was his destined true love. These visions, he said, were sent by a deceased ancestor, Countess Anna Constantia von Kozel. In the spring of that same year, she arrived, Maria Elena Milagro de Hoyos, barely 21, strikingly beautiful, and already marked by tragedy. A Cuban-American woman brought to the Marine Hospital by her mother, Elena had been battling a relentless foe, tuberculosis. For Tanzler, meeting Elena was a revelation. He believed she was the woman from his visions. Despite being married with children, Tanzler became infatuated with Elena. He showered her with gifts, professed his love, and took it upon himself to treat her illness, employing unorthodox methods and equipment he brought to her home. Elena, however, did not reciprocate his feelings. In October 25, 1931, tragically, Elena succumbed to her illness. Tanzler, devastated, paid for her funeral and commissioned an elaborate mausoleum in Key West Cemetery. Unbeknownst to her family, he retained the only key, visiting her tomb nightly. For 2 years, Tanzler visited Elena's resting place, claiming her spirit communicated with him, pleading to be taken home. In April 1933, driven by delusion, he removed her body from the mausoleum and transported it to his home in a toy wagon. He began a grotesque endeavor to preserve Elena's body. Tanzler used piano wire to hold her bones together, replaced her eyes with glass, and reconstructed her decaying skin with wax and silk. He filled her body with rags to maintain its shape and dressed her in fine clothing and jewelry. For 7 years, Tanzler lived with Elena's corpse, treating it as his wife. Neighbors reported seeing him through windows dancing with what they assumed was a large doll. The truth was far more disturbing. But in 1940, Elena's sister, Florinda, acting on rumors, visited Tanzler's home and discovered the horrifying truth. Authorities were notified and Tanzler was arrested. However, due to the statute of limitations, charges of grave desecration were dropped. Elena's body was examined and put on public display, drawing thousands of spectators. Public opinion was bizarrely sympathetic, viewing Tanzler as a tragic romantic rather than a disturbed individual. After the incident, Tanzler moved to Pasco County, Florida, where he lived in seclusion. He constructed a life-sized effigy of Elena, using a death mask to recreate her face, and lived with this replica until his death in 1952. This was the true story of Carl Tanzler, a man whose love defied death, leading to a macabre existence that continues to haunt the annals of history.